Hey guys, what's good? And for all of my returners, welcome back to my channel again. And for all of my new subscribers, hello, my name is Erin, and I like to do these like monthly wrap-ups of everything that I have made in the previous month. This past month, I have been pretty darn busy whipping up different custom orders for people to send out and not so much making items for myself. But anyways, here is my everything that I have crocheted in July. And let's jump in right now. So to begin this video, I have a small pile of things that I have gone ahead and made for myself, and at the same time I have a grip of items that I've made for custom orders. So I think I'm going to go ahead and dive into the small pile that I have created for myself lately. So first and foremost, I have this really fun Easter themed color off the shoulder crop top that I featured in my subscribers help me pick my next project video. And for those of you who have yet to see this crochet with me, I mentioned that I'm trying to do a better job at reaching out to my subscribers and my followers and just kind of getting in contact with them more often and having them be more interactive in the actual projects that I'm working on. So in the video where I made this top, I headed on over to Instagram and created a bunch of different polls where I set up different options for you guys to pick between several different colors. And surprisingly enough, you guys went for all of these like pastel Easter bunny vibe shades. So this was the palette that I had to work with. I had a soft lavender shade, a bright bubblegum pink, lime green. I don't know if you guys can quite see in this light, but there is like a very bright mint green. And because these colors were so pastel, I had to throw in a white shade to kind of break it up, or else I figured this entire top would be super color packed. But I'm very happy with the decision I made to add in that white. And in case you guys are wondering how I made this top and you want to make this for yourself, go ahead and head on over to my puffy cloud off the shoulder crop top DIY that I just posted recently. Even though in that DIY I used a different thickness of yarn, I followed the same exact steps to create this top. So yes, this is the first thing. Let's go ahead and move on over to my second item. I know that this looks extremely crazy, and if you guys have good eyesight, you can tell that I have yet to weave in or cut off any of my ends because, spoiler alert, I'm lazy. But I'm pretty proud of this wavy bag that I whipped up. Right before I made this bag for myself, I was on Instagram and I saw a handful of different like wavy acid looking pattern type of bags, and I knew that I had to at least try it for myself. But I will be honest with you guys and admit that this was not the easiest pattern to create for myself. I kind of made it a struggle. I tried to, go above and beyond, and of course my too much gene kicked in. So I kind of learned my lesson on this bag. Believe it or not, this was my first go making this type of bag. It took me about a week to put together. Again, it was kind of a struggle, but in theory, this bag is pretty simple to make if you start out with a very simplistic design. The entire bag is just made with two separate panels that I've sewn together at the sides, and then last minute I kind of just attached on my two yarns and carried on with that wavy pattern. For my fellow crocheters out there who are able to kind of visualize a pattern and see the pattern move throughout each row, this will be pretty quick and easy for you to whip up. The entire bag was just made with two different colors that I carried on the hook. And if you look very closely, I alternate colors every 4 stitches. So the entire pattern is just made with shifting my 4 blocks of stitches in every single row, and then you end up with this wavy bag. But again, if you look very close, I've always got 4 pink stitches and then 4 blue. Even here where the waves get very crazy, I've got my 4 blue, 4 pink, and then when they're stacked more closely on top of each other, of course, 4 blue and 4 pink again. So I will say that the only major trick with this bag is trying to calculate how many stitches you want to shift your colors down by on every single row. So if you guys are looking at this bag and you're thinking, damn, that's killer, I need to make that for myself. This is technically a whip that I have right now. It's not done yet, but I already went ahead and drew out a much simpler pattern for me to follow, and also for you guys as well. So if you guys would like to make your own wavy bag or wavy crop top, however you want to make it, I'm going to be posting a tutorial very soon in this colorway. As you guys can see, I have the second panel of my bag started, but I'm kind of in the middle of filming that DIY, so it's not quite done yet. But I'm doing my best to make this tutorial as simple as I can possibly make it. This colorway that I'm using is just in black and that bright mint blue color. I thought that using a black and a bright mint blue color would help that wavy pattern to stand out even more, because as you guys can see here, it looks pretty cool with the pink and the blue, but I really wanted the waves to be much more accentuated. So I went ahead and used a black and blue. Of course, for those of you who choose to make this bag for yourself, you could use a black and a white and a red, and somebody on my live stream even suggested using an orange and a brown, and I think that would be a pretty bitchin' colored bag. So yeah, stay tuned for this little tutorial coming out soon. I believe that I will be selling my first written pattern ever, and again, it's going to be geared towards this wavy bag. Writing out patterns is no joke. It's very difficult and time consuming, and I'm doing my best to make sure that everything is as clear as possible for you guys. So don't worry, there will be a step-by-step tutorial for this bag, but for those of you who are interested in purchasing an actual written pattern, like a PDF version that you can download, in my written pattern I will also be including my hand drawn out graph on how to make this bag. As you guys can hopefully see, I have gone in by hand and marked out every single stitch with a Sharpie, so you don't lose count of your stitches. You can see how to start your row and how you should be ending your row. So yeah, and this purchasable written pattern should be out at the same time that my DIY drops for this bag, so keep your eyes peeled. Okay, and now I can dive into some of the custom orders I have finished up that I will be sending out right after I finish filming this video. Okay, just throwing up the hair here. It's getting kind of hot under the ring light, but I'll show you the first cute little item that I made. It's just my very simple all white bandana. Of course, this is meant to chuck onto the top of your head. And I've got my little tie straps. In case you guys are curious on how I made this bandana, I do have an updated tutorial here on my channel. I'll go ahead and link it down below so you guys can see. But I will say that this entire bandana only took about an hour and a half to whip up. So if you guys are quick crocheters, you can get this done in no time. You could probably make like 10 of these very quick. But I love this bandana pattern because it's so simple and it's not too heavy because you've got these little peekaboo holes here. So it allows for some airflow. And like I've mentioned in some of my more recent videos, I have finally added custom tags to all of my custom orders. And I'm so excited to sew these on by hand. Again, everything that I make for custom orders is handmade by me. I have so much fun doing custom orders for people and getting to send these out. And just knowing that you guys will be wearing something that I have made for you, I don't know, it just makes me feel so fulfilled. Is that weird to say? I don't know. Here is another order that I finished up. Of course, it is my matching Tulum bikini set, and I believe that I made this in about a size medium. So these bottoms, if you guys can kind of tell based on my body size, they're a little bit bigger than the ones that I show in my DIY tutorial. But here is that Brazilian front edge, and here are the back. And of course, you guys already know that I've gone ahead and sewn on my custom label to the back of my bikini. And for those of you who have ordered something from me, don't worry. All the tags are very, very soft. I believe they are satin tags, so they're not going to be rough or itchy on your skin. They're very buttery smooth. I made sure that these wouldn't irritate you at all. But I've got my custom tag there that has my name, Erin, 100% handmade because everything is by me. And I have my very cute little E logo on the back side. Of course, I've already shown you guys in a previous video what, oh, hello. There we go. And I believe I've shown you in previous videos the matching Tulum top. My favorite part, ooh, my favorite part are the little wooden bead details that I've added on. And again, don't worry, the beads are on the tops and the bottoms. But here is another custom order that I'm going to be shipping out right now. I actually made this DIY a very long time back, and I believe the name of this tutorial was my crochet bralette DIY. But the woman who placed this custom order with me asked for the exact same colorways that I used in the photo. So I've gone ahead and added my bubblegum pink, my yellow, the lime green, and my deep blue teal color. But I think that it was perfect timing whipping together this bralette for her. And because it is so darn hot and sweaty outside, you need something very lightweight and breathable to wear. Like I mentioned in that video, you can wear this to the beach or even just kind of wear this as a bralette around the house when you're alone in your privacy. I like to wear this both ways, and it was fun to make this because I haven't made this custom bralette in months. So thank you again for placing your order with me. And of course, there were a ton of other items that I had already made and shipped out because of my orders. So of course I don't have those on hand anymore. But one of the tops that I got to make for one of my favorite people here on my channel, Grace, was the off-shoulder blue puffy cloud crop top. I don't know what else to call this, but in one of my videos, somebody called it my cloud crop top. And ever since then, I can't really think of a better name. But I made the off-shoulder top using that very fancy universal bamboo bloom yarn, where I've got these chunks of wool and then these thinner breathable sections, almost like knitting. Universal's bamboo bloom yarn, I would say, is one of my favorite yarns that I have ever used in my life. I'm going to continue to pick up other colorways and think of different types of clothing to make with it besides just a crop top. And I know that you guys have seen my aerial crop top here on my channel about 1,000 times already, but this was another custom order that I finished up about 2 weeks ago. And of course, you guys guessed it, the lady who placed her order asked for the exact same colorway that I have here for the Malabrigo yarn. Super stretchy, such a beautiful cupped top. So now her and I have matching crop tops, which is pretty cool. And I guess that this doesn't quite count as a whip or a work in progress, but this is also a Malabrigo yarn. I believe this is in the colorway Diana. But this Malabrigo yarn is in the same yarn collection, I believe called Mechita. Beautiful colored yarn, insane. It just looks like a rainbow pretty much, like a green and red and blue rainbow. But my next whip or custom order is going to be the aerial top again in this colorway. So I'm super excited to see how this is going to translate on the top. I can only imagine just how stunning this is going to be. I'm trying my best not to ramble so much at the end of these videos, but yes, that will wrap up everything that I have worked on for the month of July. Don't worry, I have a ton of DIYs and new videos coming out very, very soon. I have a collaboration with somebody very special and dear to my heart. Super excited to release that video, so stay tuned. And yeah, if you guys are not already following me on Instagram, go ahead and head over there, see what I'm up to. I also just recently got affiliated on Twitch. So now I'm a Twitch affiliate. Come watch me live stream over there. I have a lot more fun live streaming on Twitch because I have 2 separate cameras filming me at the same time. So you guys can kind of watch me work and see what projects I'm working on. Watch my little crochet fingers go. And here I go again with that rambling. I'm catching myself. But thank you guys again so much for tuning in. I believe I'm just about to hit 23,000 subscribers. And again, or as Jordan calls you guys, subscriptors. If you guys have any questions or want to just reach out, go ahead and DM me, email me, place an order with me, and I'll be seeing you guys super, super soon. Bye.